Well, thank you very much for listening to the Jacob Mckinnon Podcast. I am very excited, as always, with today's guest, which is great. And we do have a sponsor. The sponsor today is the Press Shop. Again, thank you, Jacob and the team. Get down there. That place is absolutely going off. Their winter menu is fantastic. So make sure you go and check that out. Thank you again, Jacob and the team at the Press Shop. But today we are hearing from really an incredible entrepreneur. You have changed the game in many fields, but one being the newest, which is only 3 months old. And I can't believe it's 3 months old because it is on my reel, it's on my LinkedIn, it's on my YouTube. It is everywhere and I'm seeing it everywhere. So we're going to talk about your new business today. So let's introduce today's guest, which is Rose Rayner. Welcome.
What an introduction. Thank you, Jacob. Very excited to be here.
I can't believe we have you here. You are really hard to lock down. You're busy.
But for you, I will clear the schedule, of course.
Thank you. So Rose, really today's podcast is understanding a bit about you and your story, hearing a bit about your previous business success and experience, and then we're going to dive into Calmerceuticals, what you're doing at the moment, and just really understand this brand, which is blowing up. And you've brought some examples of it today.
Yes, you'll be 21 by the time we're done.
Pumped. Great. Let's start with who is Rose Rayner? So you do have a bit of an accent. Where did you grow up?
I do. It's funny who picks it up and who doesn't. I grew up in Wales in the UK.
Okay.
So I've got the in-between accent where some people pick up I'm very British, which I don't think I am, and then some people say I'm very Australian. So I've got the no man's land accent.
Okay. Came out to Australia.
My mum's Australian, so and my dad's English. So would come out growing up and back and forth, come and visit family on holidays, and then moved here when I was 18.
Wow. Okay. So a couple of years ago.
Yeah. 2.5.
2.5 years ago. Yeah, cool. Oh, that's the collagen, right? So
exactly right.
It works. Okay. And if we can just understand, I guess, your story and your journey. So before building your current business, you actually IPO'd another business, which is an incredible success. And I did a little bit of research here. That ended up selling for close to $99 million.
840 million.
Oh my God.
Close though. Your maths kind of failed you, but
ChatGPT.
I know, it doesn't give you the facts.
It's not correct. Can you talk to us about that experience of building a business, IPOing that? Like, what did you learn from that experience?
Everything. What did I not learn? There was so much going on. It was an insane time. It was an insane period, an insane amount of years. I think I took everything that I am now from all the experiences over the years. Yeah. I wouldn't know where to start with what I took from that. Everything. Resilience, hard work. Yeah. Really hard, long months on end. So much, everything on the planet, really. It was an incredibly crazy few years and incredibly successful by the end of it. And totally on the floor, ready to collapse by the end of it.
Really?
Yeah.
And have you worked out the formula? So I guess, are you now going, the goal is to now build the new business, which we'll talk about in a second, to be able to IPO one day as well? Is that like, have you worked out how to do it and you're like, let's see if we can do it again?
I don't look at it like that at all. I didn't create this as a business which has got the end goal in mind. Okay. So no, this isn't something I'm thinking about IPOing. It's not something I want any investment in. It's not, it's totally my own baby that I'm creating and building. And I'm doing it out of passion and need for what I wanted. And it's not a business that I'm looking at to sell off. And whether we do or don't down the track, I mean, don't hold me to it, but it's certainly not something that is at the forefront of my mind at the moment.
Right. Okay.
At all.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And when it comes to, I've sort of got a couple of points here, leadership, yourself, and so that's experiences before. What transition are you bringing from your past experience into Calmerceuticals, the new business that you've launched? What are some of the, what are the key What are the key ingredients of success that you're implementing? If someone's listening to this going, I'd love to launch a business and I've got a great idea and I'd love to do it. If you're like, hey, listen, just focus on these parameters, these things. What are those things that you focus on to get a business going?
I think focus on yourself. I think if you're committed to any idea on the planet, if you believe in it and you throw yourself into it, lock down, commit, that's step one. I would say resilience would be the biggest thing that I can ever preach to anyone. Yeah. If you're resilient to everything, if you're resilient to your good days, your bad days, and you can weather it all knowing you've got a bigger picture in place and what you're heading towards is bigger than any problems or challenges that come up along the way, then you're cooking on gas.
Okay.
I think don't buy into the bad days, don't buy into the problems, don't buy into anything. It's part of the journey. And if it was easy, everyone would do it. It's not easy. And when it gets hard, that's when your competition is turning into a corpse. And that's when you can excel and kind of move past them all and back yourself, basically.
Wow. Okay. Do you rely on support from mentors, leadership, anything like that? I get a feeling you are very headstrong and you know exactly what you want, but do you still rely on...
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
No, I've got my support there. No, not really. The answer is no. I've got my support around me.
Yes.
And I've got probably one person that I speak to about on the business side. But other than that, I am strong on what I want. I come in strong because I am strong.
Yes.
And I know where I'm going. I know my direction. I know the result. I know the bigger picture. It's clearer than the picture that I see today of what we're doing. So it's overarching and overriding everything. And I also think too many chefs spoil the broth. You can get input, as we all do. I get input left, right and center on any given day. And if I listen to 99.9% of it, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So it's kind of no is the answer.
Awesome. So you have a really strong North Star. You know exactly where you're going.
Exactly where I'm going.
Awesome. Okay. Now, what does your life look like now? Like, what does that look like? What does a day in the life of Rose Rayner look like?
It's crazy. It's incredibly crazy. I can honestly say it's like 20 days in one.
Okay.
Genuinely 20 days in one. What does it look like? I'm up at about 6 in the morning. And it's go from that point onwards till about 11 o'clock at night.
Bit of a morning routine, or is every day different?
Every day's different. There's not really a routine. It's just I'll get up, there'll be work, I'll do emails, I'll get on Slack. I'll do lots of different things.
Immediately? Are you a straight?
Immediately.
Wait, because people sort of listening want to probably hear the habits of someone as successful as you. Yeah. So as soon as up, boom, your mind is just pumping. You got all this stuff you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got it in the night too. So if I get up at all in the night, then I'm just on, to be honest. I woke up the other day in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and I realized I was dreaming about work, and it was just like, what? And no, so I'm on. I'm on. I'm go mode. I'm locked down, locked in, go mode. Yeah.
Okay. So that's till 11 in the morning, and then what happens? So
that's 5 in the morning. Then I will do stuff with that, and then the real chaos begins when the kids get up.
Yes.
And ask them to get up about 25 times before they get up.
So you have the same challenges every mum has.
God.
Yeah.
So then we get through getting to school, preferably on time.
Yeah.
Which is a slight challenge.
Yeah.
And then I'll get straight into the office and into the warehouse, see the team, see what's happening for the day, make sure everyone's good. And then team meetings, work meetings, and everything kicks off and begins.
Wow. And is that 5 days, 6 days, 7 days?
I would say it's 20 days a week.
Wow. Just into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Into it every single day.
Yeah.
There is so much happening in every single day.
Yeah.
We're a company that's scaling incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And we, by intent, have landed with a huge bang. We could never have landed with the bang that we've never have forecasted the bang that we've landed with, and so it's keeping up with that, and it's enjoying keeping up with that.
Yes.
And it's life. I'm in lockdown mode. It's total life. It's chaos. It's amazing. It's terrible. It's a roller coaster. It's a million different things going on, and I love every second of it. But it's it keeps me on my toes.
I'm impressed. You seem to have an ability to compartmentalize your life. And for For, I guess, a parent that, again, maybe running a business or wanting to build a business and thinking, well, I've got kids and I've got a partner, I've got this, I've got that. And I think, as you mentioned earlier, sometimes we can give ourselves all the reasons why not to do something. But what I noticed is, I spoke to you at the weekend, I'm at the children's sport.
Yeah.
This has got to be quick. Like you seem to really value your time is the impression I get. How are you able to cope with having a partner, children, business, your own personal health? And don't take this the wrong way, but you look really healthy. You don't look like you need a good sleep. You know what I mean? Like you seem to be, keeping it all together. How are you keeping it all together?
It's perspective. It's you can look at it of how do I cope doing it all, or you can look at it on what an incredible life I'm living. I'm incredibly grateful to have it all. Isn't it such a privilege to have it all? Isn't it such a privilege to be building a company that I live and breathe for, that I couldn't believe in more, that I am so passionate about? Isn't it a privilege to have my kids, my life, my everything? I think everything in life is perspective, and I think it's solutions, not problems. And I don't view any of them as problems. And I don't view it as in how do I cope with it all. I view it as I'm incredibly privileged to be having it all.
Wow. Mindset.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you born with that mindset, and did you grow up with that mindset?
Yeah.
You did. And was that influenced by your parents or your environment?
I think is it nature versus nurture? I don't know. I grew up with 5 brothers, and I grew up in a big mansion in Wales, and I was running around my whole childhood, riding horses and climbing trees. And I had parents that instilled in us and in me a lot of love and a lot of independence and make your own decisions. And I knew I could go and do anything and I'd be caught no matter what I did in life. And I think that creates a real inner strength. I think growing up with 5 boys also creates a certain amount of strength in you. People would say you must be a princess, and I would say, oh, you've got no idea. No.
Where were
We'd
you
be beating each other. Second youngest.
Second youngest.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've always been me. I get asked this question a lot, and I've always been strong in knowing what I want my whole life. And whether that's right or wrong or whatever idea that is, I back myself. And I could be wrong, but I go into everything backing myself and learning and evolving throughout that process, whatever that is.
Yes. Wow. I feel like I'm sitting down with Tony Roberts. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I like that.
Yes, that's impressive.
So we're doing well.
Yeah, smashing it. All right, let's dive into some questions. Starting with the journey of what inspired you to create Calmerceuticals. And I read that it's been a 7-year journey to this point.
Yeah.
And so often we can be like, oh, business just blew up overnight. But you're like, oh, I've been working on this bad boy for 7 years, right? So can you talk about the journey from 7 years to now?
Yeah. It's funny, the business blowing up overnight. You see that so much. People see businesses blowing up because they've not seen any of the behind the scenes, and that's what people think. It's easy because you see that kind of overnight success. It's not, because there's been such a journey getting there. So with Calmerceuticals, there's been a massive journey behind every single step of the way. She was born out of frustration for me. It's kind of a selfish company. I'm a functional health girl. I believe, like the founder of medicine said, that let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And I've always kind of lived with that philosophy. I was raised with a mum that was, we had all organic vegetables and grass-fed meat, and it was kind of instilled in me in a young age. Supplements to me have always been expensive urine, basically.
Yes. Yep.
So they're pretty useless, and they're filled full of complete crap. That not only do they really not give you the benefits that they should, but in most cases, worse than that, is that you're taking stuff that shouldn't be in your body. Full stop, period. So I have never taken supplements. I'm not a supplements girl. The irony is not lost on me. But I was in Europe, and I was at home and I was visiting, and somebody had given me a liquid collagen, and I tried it and I started taking it, and it had incredible results. And I came home And I was taking it each day because with collagen, you've got to bank it up, and it's all about consistency.
Okay.
And people kept saying, what are you doing with your skin? And I'm not a facials girl. I do nothing with my skin at all. And I kept telling everyone it was this collagen. So it was one of those things that I was telling people about, but it was incredibly expensive, and I was having to get it shipped here. And it was like $100 a fortnight just in shipping, because they're not set up to be coming here. And it was sort of an aha moment of, this is everything that I believe in, as in it's effective, it's incredibly clean, it's incredibly powerful, and it has effects.
Yes.
But the problem is, in Australia, we are so incredibly behind the times. So if you look at the US, Asia, their smorgasbord of options on the market of clean, proven, effective supplementation is, you can find it in any place that you look. Here you can't. We're really, really have a low bar. So it was, why can't we create it here? Why can't we have what they've got? Yeah. And this is a product that's effective, it's working, and we can make it better, and we can raise the game in Australia. We can bring up to par this industry that is completely not up to par, and we can disrupt it and come in and create something better than what I was taking, and do it on home turf. So that's where she was born.
Wow. And that was a 7-year journey to that. Okay.
Yeah. So the challenge with it is that it's not a normal way to do. The 7 years is because of the R&D that went into it.
Yep.
Which is, we don't use synthetics, we don't use China, we don't use anything that is not the Rolls-Royce A-grade level that's going into it. And that doing the journey of not just putting in products for the sake of putting them in, but putting in products that were incredible.
The sort of fillers, if you will.
The fillers, yeah. It took a huge amount. It's not just the fillers, it's the clinical level. Most supplements that you see, if they've got product in it, it'll be trace level. So you'll have your hero ingredient in it, and then you'll have, say, your vitamin D or your magnesium or your vitamin C for marketing. So then it will say it's got it in. But if you look at the level on it, it's trace level. So it does absolutely nothing. So it's
we're all going to run home and check our
you all should. That's the hottest tip. I know. That's right.
Yeah.
I always say, you don't have to take us, whether you take us or not, but just stop taking what you're taking, because 90% of the time it's really not good.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess the brand has sort of really clear identity. Really clear. What sort of values, I guess your personal values, have you sort of brought into the brand that resonate with the audience? So what of you is in the brand, and where did the branding come about? Because it's a great product. Well, I haven't tasted it yet, but the reviews would suggest that. But the branding is unbelievable. The branding,
every part of me is in Calmerceuticals. I am Calmerceuticals, and Calmerceuticals is me. Let's
talk about the name.
The name was, everyone asks about the name, and it's the only question I haven't got a succinct and really great answer for. I don't like the pharmaceuticals industry at all. I don't like big pharma. But I wanted a product that was incredibly effective and also calm. So it wasn't, it wasn't filled full of complete crap, and it wasn't. And Calmerceuticals was just kind of born, and then she just stayed. She was just the name. So there's no profound story behind it, just playing with different things, and she's the one that's stuck.
Great. Well, you're never going to forget the name.
No, hopefully not.
No.
Okay, good.
I like how you refer to the brand as a she.
She's a she.
Where does that come about?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. She's just a she to me. I don't know. But,
Love it. It's good. Okay, good. All right. Well, let's maybe sort of use this opportunity to give the brand a bit of a look, because we've got the cameras rolling here, so let's have a bit of a look at the brand.
Yeah. As in open it? Yeah, let's do it. Yes, there's one for you.
Thank you.
We've got one of each flavour in here that the girls packed up. So one is the wild berry and one is the mango and mandarin.
Are you sure I can open this?
It's all yours. You can have that.
Really?
A gift from me to you. I've got a connection there. I got mates rates.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
So with the branding I didn't really answer your question very well before. The branding with every single thing that we do, it is imperatively important to me and to us as a company, as a brand, as an everything. Yeah. We've got the best of the best products by a long, long shot, and it's taken a arduous amount of time to get them. But it's not just about having the best products. It's about having the best experience. So packaging was a huge element that took a lot of time of putting into the thought that you're going to feel when you get it. It's a micro moment when you get it in the post.
I'm having it.
You're having it. Yes, having a micro moment. It's really nice.
I'm enjoying it. I like
but
this
everything is intentional. Yeah. So it's super snug. Like I was saying before, it's like the Beats headphones in Apple. It's snug, right? And it's fitted incredibly snugly because it slows you down when you open it. And it gives you a moment for you of you've invested in yourself each fortnight and she's coming in hot for you.
Great. That's mango.
That's mango and mandarin, baby.
Wow. Wow.
So everyone's got different favourites.
Is there like a certain amount you shouldn't take too much of it?
No, you could take it all day long. Your body just can't absorb it. So
not doing
justice on these.
It gets nicer the longer it's on your tongue.
100%. So when we have people that are like, oh, I'm not sure about the taste, we have had so many and they're like, by day 3, they're craving the taste. So it's not only on the immediate, like if you have a sip, by your 5th sip, you love it, but it's also each day. It's the bizarrest thing. I have no logical answer for it.
Wow.
Getting the taste with collagen is incredibly, incredibly hard. So you'll see a lot of reviews on other brands. Yeah. And they are just the best reading ever. It's like, it tastes like bin water. It tastes terrible. So for us to get the flavor profile we're at now was the longest part of the process ever, because it was not only do I want the best ingredients, but we want it so people can be taking it.
Okay.
Because if it's going to be a daily habit, it has to be something that you're going to want to take, because no one's going to keep a habit if it's not something you're enjoying. No. So, we hear a lot of other brands. Jen. You're looking younger already, Jacob. 5 years at least.
I feel amazing. Instant. Which is good. The berry.
Wild berry and mango and mandarin.
Mango mandarin, I've got to say, is my favourite.
Yeah.
I am a mango fiend.
All right. Well, mango you up.
Love them. Yeah. But the wild berry was also delicious as well, which is interesting. And I don't mean to upset my wife, who I know will listen to this, but she has a collagen each morning. She has a powdered version in her coffee, and she sneakily put it in my coffee once. And I was like, why have you put some fish in my coffee? And she's like, no, that's collagen. So my perception that your collagen was going to taste like fish water, and it didn't.
I know, it makes me so proud. Most collagen brands and the connotation with collagen is it tastes fishy. And it took us so long to override that and not have any connection to that. So we didn't want to be tasting fishy. We don't. We taste incredible. But getting collagen to taste anything near as good as this is unseen on the market here, and an incredibly hard journey to get at that point. But I'm always so proud when I hear that. And we've had so many people move to us because of the taste of it. So it's good. I'm glad you're not feeling fishy.
Yeah, there you go. Men. Now, it's not advertised that, from what I've seen, that men should take collagen. I've not known of any of my friends that do. But I'm going to be very transparent here, that I did think that collagen would give me man boobs.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Which, I realise that is wrong. That's estrogen that will give you that.
That is right.
So I got that bit right.
You got that bit right.
But can you tell me, what are the benefits, and is it good for men, and can we take it? Should we take it?
It's such a funny question. We get this a lot. Collagen isn't gendered. It's not pink, it's protein. And collagen is a universal, you need it across the board. Yeah. So if you've got skin, if you've got joints, if you've got cartilage, if you've got hair, you've got nails, collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. Everybody needs it. It's such a funny industry because it's heavily marketed towards women. You've obviously not been on our website and seen our men's page. No. So men need it just as badly as women do. And what we have discovered in this journey is we have got so many male customers, and we've not been marketing to men at all. And what a result of that has been people just organically coming in, men coming in and buying it. And then we've also had a lot of women that have been taking it, and their husbands get onto it and take it, and taking their subscription, and then they then get their own subscription. It's imperatively important for men, just as it is for women. And so from the age of 25 onwards, you're losing collagen nonstop, and you can rebank it. And so men should be on it, and we've got a product coming out soon that is a lot more focused to men and different benefits in it. But we have so many male customers. It's not a gendered product at all.
Good to know.
Good to know.
I was going to the gift you gave me, I was going to give to my wife. But
keep that. I'll get her her own supply that's not fishy. Okay. I'll bring her over.
Good way to do it. Okay. All right. I think if we sort of move on to the next step now, where is the brand going from here? We spoke about a product for men. There's some new products coming out. What does the future of the brand look like from here, considering we're only 3 months in?
I know.
What does the future look like?
It's just insane. We have not even warmed up yet. We have so much going, whether that's global scaling. We're moving into different markets. We're going to be moving into the US and Asia. We've got incredible products about to launch. We've got one coming next month, and then one the following month that has been tirelessly worked on behind the scenes for the last few years, and they're finally now ready to drop. So we just have so much going on. We're trying to keep up with our hero sachet at the moment. For us, we're scaling so fast. No one could have predicted it. It's about kind of scaling back a bit and doing it at the right pace and making sure we've got the foundations in place to continue to keep building off them, an incredibly strong company. So we've pulled back on going overseas by a couple of months just to ensure we can keep up with demand here. Everything's running incredibly smoothly. We don't need to be going at the pace we're going at nonstop. We just need to be getting it right. And so where are we going? We're going everywhere, and the sky's the limit. And there's just so much going on and coming up, and it's all incredibly exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm. How does someone buy the product?
Online. So jump on our website, www.calmerceuticals.com.
And it's a subscription or a one-off box? Or
you can do either. So you can buy a one-off box, or you can get on subscription. Collagen, you have to build it up. It's about consistency. So if you want results, you take it every single day without fail, and that's the highway to results. But we meet you where you're at. Do you want to buy one box? Do you want to be on subscription? Do you want a subscription that comes fortnightly, or do you want a monthly subscription? We pivot with the market. So we would get feedback along the way, which is we started just having the fortnightly subscription, and then we were getting requests for monthly subscription. So we changed that. We're also very much in a now era. We want it now era. And it was going, okay, fair enough. You want it now? We'll give you free express shipping. Anyone that buys it's shipped that day, express, and completely free. So it's just pivoting with every single touch point that our Calmers give us feedback on, and growing and emerging with them. So,
Our Calmers.
Our Calmers.
Like it.
Yeah, we've got a huge Calmer community, and that's like that's the heartbeat of who we are. And that's what we're trying to grow, is our Calmer community and that side of it.
Great. And I guess last piece of business advice for anyone that's sitting on an idea, nervous to launch, nervous to walk away from their day job, to commit 100%. And, you've sort of messaged a few times here, just give it 100%. But what advice would you give that person that is like, I just really want to do this, but I'm just not sure? What advice do you have for them?
Where to start? I'd say feel the fear and do it anyway. Back yourself.
Do it anyway.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. Yeah. Back yourself. Don't listen to advice. I mean, if you want to be normal, then do normal things. If you don't, then don't do normal things. And I think that especially when you are starting out in business or with a new idea, you can hear a million different opinions, or it's not safe, or it's not. You're not here to live safe. You're here to live your life. I think back yourself, commit, lock down, lock in, and you can truly make anything happen. I mean, you're the architect of your life. You're the creator of it. And I think whatever vision you hold in your head is where you're going to land if you're committed to it. So I think lock in, back yourself, feel the fear and do it anyway, and be resilient. You'll have days where you question yourself. You'll have days where they're hard. But keep pushing through. Don't lose sight of what you're wanting to do. And I think really tap into that and make the rest around you white noise.
Wow. Mel Robbins, eat your heart out.
I don't know Mel. I'm hearing a lot about Mel these days. I don't know Mel.
Okay.
I'm hoping she's good.
That was amazing. I'm sure you'll be on her podcast next.
Look out, Mel.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you for that advice. That's awesome. Okay. Now, you're living in the Southern Highlands.
I am.
Yeah. Why? What do you like about it? Talk to us about Southern Highlands.
I really love the Southern Highlands. It is incredibly special to me. I grew up, as I was saying, in Wales, in the UK, in the country, and I had a very big and beautiful outdoor life. I'd been in Sydney for years and years and years, and it had been a great time, but it had also been that it was incredibly stressful. And after the IPO and that whole chapter, I was on the floor. I was exhausted, totally exhausted. My nervous system had been going the whole time. I had 2 kids under 3. There had been so much going on. And I got to the end of it, and we'd been incredibly successful, but life didn't feel successful to me at that point because I was burnt out and I was kind of cooked. And I look at life and business. Like I said, I'm the architect of my life, so I can look at it and go, well, this isn't working for me. How do I change it? Yes. Yeah. And so in that situation, I looked at it and I thought, this isn't working. I'm not happy. How do I change it? I find Sydney transient. I find it pretty vacuous. I find there's a lack of connection, a lack of meaning. And it was reverting back into, well, what did I want in that situation? What I wanted was my kids to have what I had growing up, the country air, experience, the sense of community and connection, nature, getting outdoors. And it was a moment of, well, I don't have to be in Sydney. I can make changes here that we want to do. So we moved to the Highlands and never looked back since then at all. To the point with Calmerceuticals, well, I was told so many times along the way, many different things that I couldn't do, one of which was being, we can't set up here. We can't have our warehousing here. We can't have business here. We'll get quicker shipping in Sydney. And it makes no sense to have it here. And it was, for me, it was like, well, maybe you can't. I definitely can. And I'm holding strong on the life that I want to live while scaling the company I want to scale. And we can certainly do it here as our base. And we can build it here. And it doesn't have to be in Sydney, and it doesn't have to be anywhere. You can do life on your terms. And the Southern Highlands is exactly that for me. And it provides an incredible life for the family unit as well as for me. So I just love it here.
Ah, good.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah. Wow. You've definitely sort of challenged the status quo. That's awesome. Okay. The last question is, who would you recommend to be on this podcast?
Well, you've had my favourites on. You've had Alex Olson and you've had Tanya. They're both absolutely incredible women. So I can't recommend them. Who would I you know who would be really fun? Gay Waterhouse. Oh. I think get Gay on. She would be incredible, and she's just so gorgeous. Gay Waterhouse.
That's awesome. Would Calmerceuticals be keen to sponsor to have?
We would definitely sponsor getting Gay on.
Lock it in. All right. Well, that is a wrap. I don't even feel like we've been chatting.
Yes.
That was really
It's a good
enjoyable.
chat. Thank you so much for having me.
Really appreciate it, and I'm so excited to see this journey that you're on, and I think living here in the Southern Highlands, you kind of feel like anyone that does anything, you kind of like you're really supportive of them.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Because it's a small area. So really, really keen to see you be successful, the business be successful, and keen to start taking some Calmerceuticals.
I can't wait to see your glow, Jacob.
But on a serious note, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Lots of fun.
you.